Yes. Thank you. Woohoo!
The road to a championship is long and full of peril, not to mention snow. Best to drive a Honda. Athletic, all-wheel drive vehicles with nimble moves, power off the line, and gas mileage that's off the charts. Plus, every Honda comes standard with Honda sensing safety features because defense wins championships, and everybody loves the free safety. New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Hawkeye starters being introduced. Lights have been dimmed. Good crowd on hand for the start of the season. An 8:30 tip. For the Lady Jags, it'll be Leah Fontenot at one guard. She'll be joined by Taylor Williams, a 5'8 senior out of New Jersey. Chloe Fleming, 5'6 senior. Amani McWayne, who averaged 11.2 points and 5.4 rebounds last year. And in the middle is 6'1 senior Raven White. Geneva Johnson, leading scorer for Southern last year, is not here. A 5'8 senior, averaged 11.4 and 3.6 rebounds last year. Terrific athlete. Had a good game against the Hawks last year in that Iowa 87-67 victory here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Hawkeyes will have the familiar five of Kate Martin, McKenna Warnock, Monica Senato in the middle, and Caitlin Clark and Gabby Marshall in the backcourt. But we'll see a lot of different players, a lot of different combos. And I think, Jamie, one of your keys has to be depth. Who's going to get those minutes? As we talked about at the top of the show, competitive practices, fighting for playing time is going to be tough, because Coach Bluder has said, hey, we're going to put our best players out on the court. Yeah. And to get those backup minutes, going to have to earn them.
Well, funny you should say that, because that's not one of my keys. I'm just kidding. It is. Trying to figure out those. I thought I could
lead you right off.
It is. Figuring out those rotations, the sooner the better, right? So that everyone gets more comfortable with them. They start to figure out what their role is on that team. I think the second one is to, I'm just going to say it, get the ball inside to Monica Senato.
One of many times this year, right?
But really, because she didn't really get those touches in the first game, but I do think it's important for her to get them to get used to that, right? They need to make sure they're still looking the ball inside, because that's a huge part of their offense. And then I think that the last one is also let Clark get a little bit of flow happening. She didn't get much of the flow to happen in the exhibition game, but allowing her to get some of that going.
Yeah, nobody played 20 minutes out of the starting five against Nebraska Kearney. And Caitlin Clark fires up a three-pointer. That is no good off the right side of the rim. And the Hawkeyes, after winning the tap, get back on defense. Carlos Funchess, the head coach of Southern, in his fourth year, been around the program a long time. Drive-in shot by Williams is off the left side of the rim. Clark gets the rebound, crosses the timeline, hesitates at the top of the key, pulls up her dribble, hands to Senato, back to Clark. Dribbles down the right side of the lane, kicks it in the corner. Warnock for three, rimming no. And Fleming goes after the rebound and then steps out of bounds along the baseline. Iowa basketball just underway, no score.
And that turnover happened because Kate Martin got after the ball. She was trying and fighting for that rebound, which is what she does. She's scrappy, and ends up that the player stepped on the out-of-bounds line. So I'm going to give that to Kate Martin.
Clark gets it back from Kate Martin. Contact and a blocking foul will be called on Taylor Williams against Clark. And Kate Martin with one of those hockey face masks on again.
Yeah. I feel like
I don't think she's played a year without one, has she?
She's got to get that schnoz figured out. I'm just kidding.
Martin. And a push. Taylor Williams against Clark. So that's obviously what Southern is going to try to do, as well as everybody else will probably see this year.
Yep, game plan is a lot of times to body up Clark, get on Clark, and be aggressive with her. And if you get some fouls along the way, so be it.
They'll just keep running different players at her as they have now with Fontenot on Caitlin Clark. Here's Gabby Marshall on the left wing. Gets it to Clark. Still looking for the first basket. We're almost a minute in. Clark comes off a screen, pulls, top of the key, jumper, and gets it. First points of the year for the Hawkeyes and Caitlin Clark.
And she looked really nice doing that. She was looking for her shot. She wanted something. She wanted to put it up.
Fontenot for Southern on the right wing. She'll pull up just inside the three-point arc, a little bit strong. Weak side rebound, taken down by Williams. And now Chloe Fleming running the point will set things up. And she frees up for a jumper from 16 and knocks it down. The left-hander, 5'6" senior, gets the Lady Jags on the board. Here's Clark at the elbow. She's doubled and the ball is taken away by McWayne. Bounce pass underneath. Shot is blocked into the hands of Clark, and then she's held from behind. I think they got Chloe Fleming with a reach. That's already 3 fouls on the Lady Jags.
And this was something that a lot of teams did do against Iowa last year. A lot of body, a lot of physicality. And so this is where Iowa needs to make sure that they're being strong with the ball, getting in triple threat, making sure you're coming to jump stops, doing all these things so that you're not getting the charge calls.
Tied at 2. Senato gets the ball inside and goes to work with the right-handed layup. That's what you wanted to see.
Well, Monica made it look easy. I was just thinking, but she had 3 defenders around her, but no, looked easy.
Fleming, mid-range jumper, rattles around and drops into the hands of McKenna Warnock. Pushes the ball to Gabby Marshall. Back to Warnock, top of the key, 3 off the left side. Long rebound taken down by Fleming. Fleming pushes for Southern. Gets it to Morgan. Now here's Fontenot, drive and shot in the paint, no. And Caitlin Clark comes down with a rebound. Gets into the paint and has it taken away. And Clark is down. Layup is no good at the other end by Southern. And Clark down underneath the basket. There was contact about 7 or 8 feet from the hoop. As they were running a couple players at her. And Caitlin Clark still down. Coach Bluder out there underneath one of the baskets, and now she's up, which is good news. But certainly limping as she'll head toward the Hawkeye sideline.
Yep, not really sure exactly what happened. There were about 3 players around her. She was driving up. Definitely some contact happened, but not really clear about what injury would have happened along with it.
So she's going to go right to the locker room. And that'll get Molly Davis into the game for the Hawkeyes. So Marshall, Davis, Martin, Senato, and McKenna Warnock. 4-2 Hawkeyes with the lead in the basketball. 6:48 left to go in the first. Martin drops it inside. Senato turns, lays it up and in, and she is fouled from behind and has a chance for a 3-point play.
Just a perfectly placed pass. That's very hard to say, by Kate Martin. And Monica is such a great post that she keeps the ball up high and she can release really quick, and that's how she draws those fouls and still makes the shot. She does a good job of making the most out of every single possession.
Raven White picks up her first. Senato at the free throw line. Great rhythm on the free throw and knocks it down. Hit the front of the rim. And the Hawkeyes go up 7-2. Early on in the first. Here's Reed into the game. Jumper, and it rattles around and goes in. That's a 3-pointer from the top of the key. Sophomore from Louisiana. Southern out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Inside, Senato gets it again on the right block and was held.
And this is something that when I would do this last year, they would kind of go through waves, right? They'd go like the first quarter, they really get it in to Monica, but then maybe they slack off. They take a step back in the second quarter. So you can tell that that's in the forefront of their minds right now to get that ball into Senato, and they're doing a great job.
So the Hawkeyes already in the bonus. Senato at the free throw line. Off the mark on the first one, 7-5 in favor of the Hawkeyes. Second one in the air, got it. Quick 6 for Monica Senato, who now has over 1,740 points. Metcalf into the game. Southern going to the bench early. Big time screen, and an offensive foul is going to be charged. And that'll go against Sky Castro, an illegal screen against Kate Martin.
Yep, so on her screen, she just extended her arms, and that is always going to be an illegal screen.
Kate smiling about it. Molly Davis on the point. Facing a 2-3 zone. Southern has changed up defenses here in the first. Martin free throw line extended right into the corner. Warnock cross court to Gabby Marshall. Catch and shoot short. Long rebound. Run down by Tynesha Metcalf. She tried to get the ball away. Marshall got her hand on it and almost a steal. Hawks up by 3, 8-5. Drive-in shot is up and no good by Metcalf with the left hand. Davis with the rebound. She's left to right in front of us. Kicks it left side. Kate Martin for 3. No good. And ball is loose in the paint. And a push is going to be called. And that'll go against Monica Senato, her first and the team's first. Here comes Addie O'Grady. Senato will get a breather with 5:23 left to go in the first. 8-5, Hawkeyes.
Iowa so far is doing a really good job on the defensive end of boxing out and limiting second chance opportunities, because Southern is just 2 of 9 from the field, but they only have 1 O-board. So Iowa's doing a great job boxing out.
Southern's basketball, 15-foot jump shot straight away by Robertson is no good. O'Grady the rebound. Martin bounce pass to Marshall. Flips it left side to O'Grady. Around the arc, Davis back to Marshall. Top of the key, 3. No good off the left side. Good position on the inside by Morgan of Southern. And that'll be a jump ball. Alternate possession arrow favors the Lady Jags. Caitlin Clark back. Back from the locker room anyway, which is good news. And she's going to check in.
All right.
He might have just taken a knee to the thigh or something like that.
And sometimes when players, we don't see what happens in practices. Like, she could have an injury that they were concerned about checking on. You never really know.
But that's great news. She is back from the locker room and has checked into the ball game. Everybody can take a deep breath now. 4:53 left to go in the first. Iowa 8, Southern 5. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
We all love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Rob Brooks, Jamie K.B. Lang back inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. 4:53 left to go in the first. Iowa 8, Southern 5. And when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Take a closer look and you'll discover the many connections you have to corn. These connections translate into wins for farmers and wins for Iowans. Share your winning moments using hashtag IowansWin. Clark, Warnock, O'Grady, a falter now into the game, and Molly Davis. Southern basketball. Light blue uniforms, trimmed in gold, and traveling will be called on the Lady Jags. Hawkeyes won this matchup last year, 87-67. Southern brings 3 new players in. McWayne is back. Fontenot. Hawkeye basketball. Here's Clark, top of the key. And that time got an elbow to the face. Leah Fontenot.
And Southern's, they're going to continue to be aggressive because it's working right now. I mean, it's taking Iowa out of their normal ability to move the ball around and take good shots. They're just 3 of 9 from the field. So Southern is not going to back down, even though they're getting foul calls.
Clark at the line, a little bit strong on the first. Hawkeyes by 3, 8-5 in the bonus. The 4:29 mark, first quarter. Second one perfect. Clark, who had 5 triple-doubles last year. But the great news is she's back out on the court after being down for a couple of minutes. Jumper left side, Metcalf goes mid-range, her first basket. She's explosive. Clark for 3, top of the key, no good off the right side, and Fulter goes after the rebound and knocks it out of bounds along the baseline. But good hustle going after that O-board.
Crash. The timing was almost perfect, you know, just a little too early on the jump.
9-7. Hawkeyes by 2. Southern with the basketball. Under 4, first quarter. Here's Metcalf. She'll fire again from 17. Right wing, no. Clark, the rebound. Crosses the timeline. Crossover dribble. Gets into the paint. Almost a step back 14-footer. Still trying to create some space. Gets it to a Fulter. She drives in. Contact. Shot, no. Will shoot 2. A blocking foul. And that'll go against Zylese Harrison. Her first, 6'4" sophomore out of Garland, Texas. And a Fulter gets a pair. First one, got it. First point off the bench for the Hawkeyes, who now lead by 3 at 10-7. Second one, good.
Iowa just hasn't been able to hit their field goals right now. They're over 3 minutes since they've hit their last field goal.
Senato with 6, Clark with 3, a Fulter with 2. Pass inside, knocked away by a Fulter. And then McKenna Warnock has it stolen away from behind by Fontenot. Southern has the basketball, whip it around the arc. Here's a fake by Morgan, drives in the paint, shot no. Loose ball, dug up by Harrison. And Southern will reset. Plenty of time, 11 to shoot. Here's Metcalf, angles right side, and Molly Davis is run into by Harrison. Her second. 1, 2, 3.
So right now for fouls.
That's 8 fouls.
I have 9 over
9,
here.
okay, 9 on Southern already.
Yeah. 3 players with 2 fouls apiece. Harrison 2, Williams 2, and Castro 2.
And Stokey into the game and immediately drives the right wing.
Good drive, but...
And a charge is going to be called on Hannah Stokey. Remember, she had 18 against Nebraska Kearney on 8 of 10 from the floor.
Yep, it was a nice drive, just what she extended her arm as she drove into the lane, and that's going to be a foul.
Well, I like the aggressiveness. 11-7, Hawkeyes. Southern with the basketball, 2:45 left to go in the first. Fontenot, top of the key, 3, knocks it down. Aaliyah Fontenot has a quick first step and a quick release. Stokey tried to get a backdoor pass to Marshall and knocked away in the middle by Morgan, who tried to get it ahead to Fleming. She lost control of it and out of bounds along the sideline. Iowa basketball up 1.
Iowa just really out of sync on the offensive end right now. Not running much, not really spending much time trying to work through the offense.
A falter, lob pass into Senato, being fronted by Harrison. And that's going to go against Xylese Harrison. Got that lob pass over the 6'4" Harrison. Yep. Created contact, and Monica Senato back at the free throw line. Now to get Raven White into the game, a 6'1" senior from Fort Lauderdale.
And Harrison, I mean, that's a big loss because she's 6'4". She is equivalent to Monica and Addie O'Grady in size.
First free throw good. Senato was 7. Geneva Johnson, Southern's leading scorer last year, not here tonight. Second one also good by Senato. She was 7 for 7 from the field against Nebraska Kearney. Hawks go up 3. We approach 2 in the first. Fleming drives down the left side, pulls up her dribble 8 feet away. Gets it out to McWayne. And now a jump shot is up and no good by Morgan. Not afraid to shoot the mid-range shot. And the ball goes off the bracket and out of bounds. Over to the Hawkeyes with 1:55 left to go in the first. Hawks up 3, 13-10. Sometimes you see that in first games. Here's Stokey down the right side of the lane. And runs into Chloe Fleming taking the charge, and Stokey commits her second.
Tell she's pretty frustrated about that.
And Warnock comes back in. Yeah, it's her first taste of Division I basketball in the regular season.
Iowa still a 5-minute, now they're at a 5-minute drought for field goals. 5 minutes since they've hit a field goal.
Up 3 with 1:35 left to go. Here's a jumper from 17 that is no good by McWayne. Iowa with the rebound. Here's Clark off a screen from Senato. Clark pulls up the dribble, gets it in the corner to Marshall, finds an opening along the baseline, drives in, and calmly lays it up off the window.
And that's what happens if Iowa works the offense. They move the ball around.
Time's called as Caitlin Clark said she got hit in the face, which has happened a couple times tonight. So might just try to get that bleeding stopped.
Right now, Iowa just has to figure out, I think, calm it down, go through the offense. And it's hard to say that when people are being physical like this. But Iowa just has to continue to move the ball around, get into triple threat, and then run the offense the way that they've been practicing it.
And Southern has pressured.
They have, yep. Just get into those triple threat, and it is harder. I get it.
They have not shied away.
Yes.
They press and get on you. Here's a runner by Fontenot that's no good. Warnock the rebound. Hawkeyes tried to get that fast break going, and it's knocked out of bounds by Cummings. They're in passing lanes. They're not giving you any space at all on the perimeter.
Right.
Hawks up 5 with the basketball. 48 seconds left to go in the first. Davis on the point. Transfer from Central Michigan. Experienced player. Martin on the right wing. Warnock top of the key. Flips it to Davis. Free throw line extended left. Drives. Martin swings it to Marshall. Marshall pivots. Uses a screen. Gets into the paint. Drops it off to Davis. 5 to shoot. She crashes in the middle. And a charge will be called on Molly Davis. Very good position by Southern defensively.
Yep. Iowa's just really struggling to get into a flow. They're moving. That is good.
Just have not been able to get open.
No, they're not, and they're not moving with a purpose, I would say, at this point. Yes, they're moving around to try to get open, but they need to have more functionality to it. Cutting through, changing your speed.
Fleming with the ball. 8 to shoot. Drives in left side. Shot off the window. No good. A little bit strong. Marshall the rebound across the timeline. Will have to fire. 3-pointer. No good. Just skipped off the left side of the iron, and that will do it for the first quarter of play. Iowa by 5. Attention all you Hawkeye fans who buy your own health insurance. Wellmark is on your side and on the health insurance marketplace. Let's give it up for plans you can afford. The freedom to go to almost any doctor in Iowa and zero virtual care. $0 virtual care. Check out wellmark.com/swish to compare plans. Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers? Visit midamericanenergy.com for details, plus energy saving tips. We have played 10 minutes in the books to start the season. Iowa 15, Southern 10. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See midamericanenergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
After 1, the Hawkeyes up 5, 15-10. And Jamie mentioned the shooting. The Hawkeyes just 4 for 12 from the floor, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Hawks with the basketball and a whistle as that'll go against Raven White. That's 2 on the starting center for Southern. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes. Shot 9 free throws in the first quarter. That's the positive thing. Clark looks, gets it in to Marshall. Dribbles between her legs, feeds Martin on the right wing. That right-handed dribble going, cross-court pass to McKenna Warnock, fires a three-pointer off the right side of the iron, and the loose ball dug up by Reed of Southern.
That's McKenna's third three-pointer, and all of them hitting the rim but not going in.
Needs to keep shooting. She's wide open. Metcalf on the right wing. Gives it to Reed. As a jump shot goes up by McWayne, and it's no good. Missed it from the right side. Long rebound. Taken down by the Hawks. Clark will fire a three-pointer. Spins this one in. Three-pointer from the top of the key. Let's see if that gets her going.
Hope it gets the whole team going.
Clark with 6. Hawks by 8. Just underway, second quarter. Southern with the basketball. Metcalf, left-handed dribble. Gives it off to McWayne. She stops at the top of the key. Gets the ball back from Morgan. And now a pass inside. White couldn't handle it, and it's dug up by Senato. Monica smiling with Kate Martin. They both were there. And Clark will fire another three.
Right.
Swish from the top of the key.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. I think that means she's feeling good.
9 for Caitlin Clark on back-to-back three-pointers. Timeout Southern as the Hawkeyes go up 21-10 with 8:26 left to go in the second quarter. Let's take a break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
The road to a championship is long and full of peril, not to mention snow. Best to drive a Honda. Athletic, all-wheel drive vehicles with nimble moves, power off the line, and gas mileage that's off the charts. Plus, every Honda comes standard with Honda sensing safety features, because defense wins championships, and everybody loves the free safety. New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Hawks with a little spurt, up 21-10 after leading 15-10 after 1. So a 6-0 run to start the second quarter. 2 threes by Caitlin Clark from the top of the key.
That is a much better way to start the quarter than the way they were ending the previous quarter. So Iowa just coming out more aggressive. Clark, you can tell that she is feeling much more confident. And really, that first quarter was not the way they probably wanted to start their year off, but here we are. And sometimes you don't get the best first quarter to start your year off, and that's okay.
Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire and Auto for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Southern basketball, right to left in front of us. Lady Jags shooting just 22% and have made 2 out of 3 from 3. Running the weave out front. Now gets it into Raven White. She took a little hop. Traveling is the call. Hawks with 8 turnovers, 6 points in the paint, 4 fast break points. And the basketball. On top by 11. Warnock fakes a 3, drives the right side, spins, kicks it to Kate Martin, left wing. Now back to Caitlin Clark for 3. No good. And she is fouled in the act of shooting as Chloe Fleming on the closeout knocked Caitlin Clark down. Well, we saw it a lot last year. It's starting really early this year.
It did take a little bit of time before the physicalness started, but that's all a team needs is they watch some game film, they see, oh, that worked for that team, I'm going to try it. And so now this looks like this might be what this year is going to be about. And so Iowa, they just better be strong.
First two are good for Clark. Gets 3, fouled on a three-pointer.
All right.
Drills the third one. 12 for the leading player of the year candidate in the country. 24-10. 7:53 left to go until halftime. Hawks on top. Iowa men with a big victory in the opener of this doubleheader, taking care of Bethune-Cookman. 89-58. Here's White away from the basket. Gives it off to Fontenot for 3, top of the key. No good, long rebound. Kate Martin quickly gets it to Caitlin Clark. One-handed pass to Martin, free throw line extended right, bounce pass into Caitlin, and it's stolen away. Nice job by McWayne on the baseline to come out in front of Caitlin and take it. Here's Fontenot in between the circles. Drives hard down the right side. Scoop shot, no. Senato the rebound. To Clark in the front court. Gabby Marshall, 3, left side, no. Weak side board, Kate Martin hands it off to Senato, and she takes a step and gets right into Fontenot. And traveling will be called instead of a foul. 24-10. Hawkeyes on top. 7 minutes left to play in the second.
But great positioning by Kate Martin on that weak side rebound.
Three-pointer by McWayne, no good. She usually likes to go to the basket, but has settled for the jump shot so far as the Hawks have let her fire. Okay.
I had a feeling
that's got to be Scott Freeling's fault there, the official. Caitlin Clark for 3. Well, we got trampled the last time we were here. So
people were wondering what happened. A ball just didn't make it to the court. Hit my iPad, hit Rob. It's dangerous.
It's like when I see somebody shoot an air ball, I tell them the basket's over there, okay? I'm 15 feet away. I shouldn't be near it.
This is all just, you know, first game of the year stuff happening. The crowd's nervous. They can't get the ball back on the court.
Slipped out of the fan's hand in the first row, huh? There's McKenna Warnock with a three-pointer from the left wing. That's what we like to see. McKenna's first basket.
McKenna's like, okay, that's it. There it is. And she's a shooter. She's going to have that shooter mentality where she's going to keep going, even when they might not fall the first quarter or the second quarter.
And Coach Bluder always encouraging her shooters to shoot, as Fontenot misfires from the right wing. Missed the three-pointer. 27-10. Hawkeyes dominated things here in quarter number 2. Deep in the corner. Gabby Marshall holds the ball high. Bounce pass to Senato. Back outside, Kate Martin for 3. Count that.
Whew,
Kate Martin with her first basket.
Man, that three-point line is hot right now.
This looks more like Iowa basketball.
It does. A little bit different than what the first quarter looked like. Iowa this quarter, McKenna has 1. Martin has 1. Clark has 2. And then she had the three-pointer she was fouled on, so I'm going to count it as 5. But the stats will say 4 and 15 points for Iowa. That's how many they scored in the whole first quarter. So much better quarter.
Yeah, led 15-10 after 1. It is now 30-10. 30-second timeout taken by Southern. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The Homewood Suites and the Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Addie O'Grady into the game for Monica Senato. So there's what we talked about during the pregame show. Who's going to get those backup post minutes? Right now, Addie O'Grady.
Yep, and trying to figure out probably what suits best for Senato. So they're going to probably keep her out a couple minutes, put her back in for the last 3 is what it looks like for the quarter.
Southern basketball. McWayne in between the circles. Hands it off to Survivor Legends, a 5'7" freshman out of Brooklyn, and a whistle underneath. Kate Martin will pick up her first. Molly Davis back for Gabby Marshall. And remember, Sharon Goodman still coming off that knee injury, as is Shatia Wettering. So Legion's at the free throw line. Right-handed shot is up and good. That's her first point, and it's 30-11.
And that's Southern's first trip to the free throw line.
After committing 9 fouls in the first quarter. Second one also good. Here's Clark all the way to the basket and got the baseline, turned the corner on Legions. Clark with 14, 32-12. We approach 5 in the second. Morgan gives it to Metcalf. She fires from 12, no good. Warnock the rebound. Hawks are doing a good job on the boards. Here's Clark in between the circles, wheels right side, keeps that right-handed dribble going, tries the baseline, and now gets it to Kate Martin. Whips it to Warnock for 3, little bit deep, long rebound, grabbed by Addie O'Grady. Clark and O'Grady did a good job to keep that alive. Caitlin has it back and is held by Metcalf. Tynesha Metcalf played 1 game last year, had 6 points. And Shatia Wettering makes her first appearance tonight. 4:33 left to go in the second. 32-12 Iowa. With the basketball, Shatia gets it. Looking for somebody to throw to, takes a couple of dribbles. Now gets it out to Molly Davis. Davis, top of the key, stutter step, fakes a 3, rolls it to O'Grady. Davis gets it back, scoop shot is up and good off the window.
That was a fabulous finish. She had to really extend her arm out because she doesn't have height on her side, but had a nice finish, a nice roll.
First basket is a Hawkeye in the regular season. Here's McWayne on the move. Hands it off to Morgan. Driving shot is up and no good in the paint. Hawks with the rebound. Davis goes up and lost control of the basketball, but then the Hawkeyes get it back with Wettering. And she'll set things up. Here's Davis. Fire a long 3, rimming no. Martin goes after the rebound. And
man, she's a fighter under there.
She is. Goes after everything.
She gets those foul calls, but it's like, I'm not mad about it because she's so good at fighting for the rebound every single time.
What a Big Ten tournament she had too. Last year was a big reason Hawkeyes won that championship in Indianapolis. And she'll come out. Will Martin with 2 fouls. McKenna Warnock is back.
It was kind of, that Big Ten tournament was kind of like, hello, it's me, Kate Martin, everyone. Been here, but now everyone was seeing her for the first time.
And scoring. 34-12. Hawks on top. Southern with the ball. Metcalf being defended by Wettering. Behind the arc. Feeds it left side. Jumper is wild by McWayne. Off the window, didn't hit anything. And she continues to fire. As does O'Grady, top of the key, 3-pointer, count it.
A 3 for O'Grady, I like it. She shot that confidently. She didn't really second guess shooting it.
Not at all, it rolled it in. 37-12, Hawkeyes have shot the 3-pointer very well in the second quarter.
Oh yeah, for the second quarter, Iowa is 5 of 10. I mean, 50% from 3-point line. I think any coach would take that.
Legions makes a move to the basket and is fouled by Taylor McCabe, who just entered the game out of Fremont, Nebraska. A sharp shooter, Nebraska Player of the Year.
Iowa is in the midst of a 7-0 run, but more impressively, a 22-2 second quarter.
At the free throw line, Legion's misfires on the first. Addie O'Grady's first made three-pointer in her career.
Well, congrats, Addie O'Grady. Welcome to the three-point club. I never joined it. Glad she could.
I was going to ask you. Legion makes the second free throw. Question is, did she shoot any last year? She did, 4.
Oh, I wonder how many were like not last second shots.
Here's Wettering.
Ooh.
That one hit the top of the backboard.
I think she just got behind it. Got behind the rim, or got behind that backboard a little bit too much.
But I like the fact that she caught it, was open, and shot the corner jumper. 37-13. 2:28 left to go until halftime. Hawks in command. Opening night. First of 3 games for the Hawkeyes this week. Legions turns the corner, gives it off. Right side, jumper by Fontenot, no good. Missed it from deep. Davis, weak side rebound. Molly has her eyes forward. Now inside is Sharon Goodman, just into the game. Turned to go up strong and is held.
And that's where Sharon Goodman's just going to have to go the other way. She went towards the defense, so recognizing where the defense is, turn the other way and keep that ball up high.
Actually going to be called for a turnover. I thought one of the defenders for Southern kind of grabbed her wrist, but turnover first. 37-13, Hawks on top. Southern with the basketball. Legions gets it to Fontenot, doing a lot of dribbling. No penetration yet for Southern with 8 to shoot. Now in the corner. Southern trying to recognize, don't have much time. Fontenot tries to get all the way to the basket, and Shatia Wettering blocked it away and out of bounds. Shot clock violation. Good job defensively by the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, she did a great job of it. Just nice little tap, and also realizing she did have quite a height advantage on that player.
But timed it well. 37-13, Hawks with the lead in the ball. Here's McCabe, gives it to Davis. Well, she just plays like she's been around the block. McCabe misfires from 3. She's an outstanding shooter. Nice weak side rebound by Wettering. Bounce pass into Sharon Goodman. Turns, lays it up. Count it, and she's fouled. Welcome back, Sharon Goodman.
And she was just posting up so strong, so excitedly. You could tell that she was ready and wanted that ball, and Wettering did a great job of getting the ball into her.
And you remember, she played 30 games as a true freshman, averaging 3.7 before missing last year. Completes the three-point play. Had 6 in the exhibition game. 1 minute left to go. 40-13. After the Hawks led by only 5 after 1. Dominated here in the second quarter. Jump shot from the right wing is good by Legions. Legions off the bench with 5.
And
then the Hawkeyes right back, and Wettering drops a three-pointer.
Oh, man. Well, this quarter and the first quarter couldn't be more night and day.
And traveling will be called on Fontenot. As she made a move down the left side of the lane. Davis was there defensively and helped create the turnover. Kylie Fierbach, remember, out the entire year with a knee injury. And also Jada Jimfy, a 6'1" freshman from Johnston, didn't play in the exhibition. And has a boot on her ankle. Obviously won't play tonight. Davis lost control of the ball, tried to whip a pass inside to Goodman. Picked off by Fontenot. She'll fire from 17 straight away, no. Wettering the rebound. And she'll fire from half court. And it is short by about 5 feet. Coach Bluder wanted her to recognize, hey, get the ball down the court, just knowing how much time you had left. So that'll do it. We are at the half. Iowa 43, Southern 50. 15 as the Hawkeyes led by 5 after 1 at 15-10. So just 5 points for Southern in that second 10-minute frame. The Bud Light halftime show begins after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
Welcome back courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena. It is halftime, and the halftime show is brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. Jamie, how about a recap of the first half, and what a second quarter for the Hawkeyes, outscoring Southern 28-5.
Yeah, that quarter, man, that's what I thought the first quarter was going to be like, but the first quarter just being 15-10 for the Hawks. But all in all, I still think that they're doing pretty good for their first outing. Iowa with 43 and then Southern with 15. So leading the way for Iowa, Caitlin Clark, the only player in double figures thus far with 14 points. 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. She has 5 rebounds to go along with that, and then 1 assist. But helping her out, fellow Hawkeye Monica Senato, 8 points. She is 2 of 2 from the field and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. And then the rest of the players, 3 and 2 points for a lot of people. McKenna Warnock, Kate Martin, Addie O'Grady, Shatia Wettering, and Sharon Goodman, all with 3 points. 2 points from Gabby Marshall and Molly Davis and Sydney Fulter. Leading the way for rebounds, McKenna Warnock with 6. And then, as I said before, Caitlin Clark following up with 5. For Southern points, 1 player has 5 points, and that's Legions. 3 points for Reed and 3 points for Fontenot. And just a couple of other players with 2 points. Southern only has 15 points, so if it doesn't sound like many points, that is why. Iowa is winning the rebounding war with 25 rebounds compared to 13 rebounds from Southern. Assist-wise, Iowa only has 8 at the moment. Usually see a few more than that, but they still have a half to build some more up.
Molly's Cupcakes is proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Kinnick Stadium and also right here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Also, Hawkeye fans, don't forget throughout the entire season, join head coach Lisa Bluder for Hawk Talk presented by Oaknall at Bumps Restaurant. Hawk Talk with Coach Bluder and me will take place weekly from 6 until 7, mostly on Monday nights, but you can visit HawkeyeSports.com to take a look at the full schedule. We welcome everybody to attend. Had a great turnout every single week last year. Hope for the same this year. Bud Light halftime show will continue. We'll take a look at some scores across the country on this opening night of college basketball. Iowa 43, Southern 15. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, they've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Fourth-ranked Hawkeyes up 43-15 at the half, 14 for Caitlin Clark. Put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and businesses in Iowa and across the country since 1863. That's U.S. Bank. Stop by their local branch or log on today. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC, as U.S. Bank brings you the scoreboard update. Number 1, South Carolina had a late start tonight too, all over East Tennessee State, 97-31. Many think that they'll repeat as national champions. Stanford 28, San Diego State 9. Midway through the second, Iowa State defeats Cleveland State this afternoon, 87-54. Nebraska 100, Omaha 36. These are all finals. Louisville 87, Cincinnati 68. 10th ranked NC State 82, Quinnipiac 45. NC State will be here December 1st for the Big Ten ACC Challenge. Virginia Tech 101, Mount St. Mary's 45, Oklahoma over Oral Roberts 105-94, Princeton 67, Temple 49. Oregon put 100 on Northwestern, 100-57. Notre Dame 88, Northern Illinois 48, Maryland 88, George Mason 51. Baylor 88, Lamar 50, and Creighton has defeated South Dakota State 78-69. Hawks back out on the court, leading 43-15. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
You mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
The road to a championship is long and full of peril, not to mention snow. Best to drive a Honda. Athletic, all-wheel drive vehicles with nimble moves, power off the line, and gas mileage that's off the charts. Plus, every Honda comes standard with Honda sensing safety features because defense wins championships, and everybody loves the free safety. New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
12 Hawkeyes have played in the first half, lead 43-15. Welcome back on the Bud Light halftime show. And Jamie, points in the paint were there early, but then went through a stretch where Iowa couldn't get a whole lot going offensively, but then obviously that big second quarter and points in the paint pretty good for the Hawkeyes, but not giving up hardly any. None, matter of fact.
That's pretty good defense right there. Iowa definitely wants probably more points in the paint, and I would guess you'll probably see increased effort to get the ball inside and here in the third quarter. But Iowa was really rolling at the three-point line in the second quarter, and that was working for them, so they decided to keep going.
6 of 13 from three, 46.2%. 12 points in the paint, 0 for Southern. The Hawks will like to increase that number in the second half. 43-15. We'll be back with third quarter action after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner. Oh, I thank you. I meant U.S. Bank. I knew that. U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus, all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
You mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
The road to a championship is long and full of peril, not to mention snow. Best to drive a Honda. Athletic, all-wheel drive vehicles with nimble moves, power off the line, and gas mileage that's off the charts. Plus, every Honda comes standard with Honda sensing safety features because defense wins championships, and everybody loves the free safety. New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Hawks start with the basketball at the beginning of the third quarter. Caitlin Clark goes inside, posts up on the left block, gets it from Senato, and puts it up and in off the window. We know that she can post up, especially smaller guards. And that's exactly what she did there. Here's an 18-foot jumper, no good by Williams. Little fadeaway off the window. Clark with the rebound across the timeline. Angles right side. Spins. Now Senato from 15. No good. Rebound taken down by Fontenot. Southern will slow. 45-15. Hawkeyes with the lead. Just underway third quarter. Here's a pull-up 15-footer. Fleming drills it. Came off the left side of the rim. And Clark tried to get it back inside. And Chloe Fleming going to pick up her third personal. Trailing Clark that time. Caitlin lobs it in, and it has it knocked away. Tried to get it to Senato on the inbounds play. And then Southern got in a hurry and threw it away, trying to get the ball down court to McWayne. Really not a fast break team, but tried to get out and going that time.
No, they haven't had any fast breaks, I don't think, so far today.
No fast break points. Senato out on the right wing, tries to get it cross court, but a hold will be called on Taylor Williams. That's her third, so Fleming has 3. Harrison got a quick 3 for Southern. Southern last year did average almost 12 steals a game. Now we saw that defense really intense in that first quarter as Caitlin Clark drives down the left side of the lane. Couldn't connect on the left-handed layup, but is shoved by Williams. That's her 4th, and Clark will come to the free throw line.
Clark needs to keep being aggressive in this quarter and in the fourth quarter, but really she needs to be smart, get into that triple threat, make sure that she's cutting through hard. Just getting used to the physicalness that's probably going to follow her in every single game is only going to make her a better player.
1 out of 2, second one goes. Clark with 17, averaged 27 last year in the paint. Raven White goes up and short-armed it. Here's Clark coast to coast. Had it knocked away that time by Fleming. A clean steal, and there's a fast break opportunity. Won't go for Legions. Remember, she had a good first half with 5 points to lead Southern. Hawks get the rebound quickly down court. Here's Clark. Uses a Senato screen, angles right side. Now Warnock out behind the arc on the right side, swings the ball left side. Marshall drives in low, floater off the window, goes down. Nice move by Gabby Marshall, her second basket.
And good ball reversal right there. They moved the ball around the three-point arc really quickly, and then Marshall did a good job of reading that she had that little, 7-foot shot.
Under control, 48-15. Here's Clark with a steal, and then a double dribble will be called in the backcourt. on Caitlin, so it will be Southern basketball along the sideline. 48-15, 7:42 left in the third.
Believe it or not, the attendance tonight is 7,147. And I'm going to tell you, I'm sleepy. I wouldn't be surprised if a few of them might go home before we get to the end of the game, but we still have a lot of people here.
16-foot jump shot, no good by Metcalf. The left-hander missed it off the left side of the rim. Clark another rebound. Caitlin pushes the ball to Marshall. Bounce pass inside. Senato, good strong move on the right block and finished with a little baseline jumper from about 5 feet.
Yeah, and she was behind the backboard on that shot. So you really have to concentrate and be right on to hit those.
Senato with 10. 50-15. Hawkeyes defense has really been good. Doing a great job limiting Southern to just one shot. But a foul will be called on the perimeter. That'll be the first on Caitlin Clark. The holiday season is approaching fast. Visit your local Iowa Lottery retailer for some holiday scratch tickets today. And enter your non-winners in the VIP club for a chance to win big cash prizes up to $100,000. Visit ialottery.com for details. Southern with the ball underneath their own basket. And a quick jump shot is up and no good by McWayne as Marshall hustles after the rebound. Crosses the timeline by the big Tiger Hawk. Reverses her dribble. Kicks it to Kate Martin. Free throw line extended right. Senato working hard on the inside, calling for the ball with 14 to shoot. Hannah Stokey into the game. Gives it to Caitlin Clark. Clark gets a Senato screen, will fire a three-pointer. Got it just right of the top of the key.
But I loved the ball movement there, right? That's the big difference that you weren't seeing in the first quarter, is they moved the ball around, and then that's the shot they took.
53-15. 16-foot jump shot, no good by Raven White, who has not scored. Clark the rebound, hustles down court, gets in the paint, kicks it back to Stokey for three, a little bit strong. Martin with the rebound and then has it taken away. Legions across the timeline for Southern. And a timeout will be called by Carlos Funches, Lady Jags head coach in his fourth year. Southern was 10-1 at home last year. 3 games under 500 for the year. But boy, played a very difficult non-conference schedule. Timeout on the court with 5:57 left to go in the third. Iowa 53, Southern 15. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong Team, Wisconsin Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong Team, Wisconsin Realty, for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
53-15, the Hawkeyes on top with 5:57 left to go in the third. So Jamie Southern last year Matter of fact, they'll head over to Ames and play at Iowa State on Thursday. There was a stretch last year where they played 5 games at Texas A&M, at Marquette, at Iowa, at Iowa State, at Memphis.
They go on the road show. Yeah, that would be exhausting, and that would be mentally taxing. So you got to give them some credit for that.
Molly Davis into the game, playing defense. Hawkeyes now in a 2-3 zone. Get a little work on that zone, which was really effective certain times last year, and effective on this possession. Here's a steal by Kate Martin. On a pass from the left to the right side, gets it to Senato, back to Kate on a give and go, and a layup with the right hand. Beautifully executed play.
And that was all, I mean, that was all about the timing, that was the cut, that was everything just perfectly between the two of them.
55-15. Southern has not scored here in the third quarter. Until now, a three-pointer deep in the left corner by Fontenot.
Just had to say something, didn't you there?
Were you looking for the shutout in the third quarter?
Maybe.
Here's Marshall, top of the key. Steps back behind the arc, uses a Senato screen, right wing. Looks inside, now gets it to Stokey in between the circles. Now Martin. Left wing with 6 to shoot. Davis. Gabby Marshall drives the paint. That little floater gets it to go. Bounced a couple of times on the front of the iron and dropped in for Gabby Marshall, who has 6.
Is that going to be the Gabby Marshall move this year? That little floater?
We saw that last year.
I know, but I'm okay with it being her regular move. It looks nice.
Well, she's such a good shooter. She can get that defender in the air, take a couple of dribbles, and get into a comfortable position for that runner. Off the miss. Marshall with the long rebound. We're under 4, third quarter. Marshall gets in the paint, kicks it to Davis, deep in the corner. Three-pointer skips off the rim, weak side rebound Senato, and then she has it taken away. I think that was Morgan. Or make that Castro at 6'2" that took it away from Monica Senato. A falter comes into the game for the Hawkeyes. So it's Davis, a falter, also Taylor McCabe, Hannah Stokey, and Addie O'Grady. 57-18. And we've got the under 4 timeout.
All right.
With 3:46 left to go in the third quarter. All Hawkeyes since the second quarter. 57-18. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The road to a championship is long and full of peril, not to mention snow. Best to drive a Honda. Athletic, all-wheel drive vehicles with nimble moves, power off the line, and gas mileage that's off the charts. Plus, every Honda comes standard with Honda sensing safety features because defense wins championships, and everybody loves the free safety. New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
We all love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/Iowans win.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Rob Brooks and Jamie Cavey-Lang. 57-18. Year number 7. Can you believe it already?
Yeah.
It's felt like it.
Yeah. No, I can't actually. So that means it's funny because I got married right before we started doing this, and so that means that I've been married that long. But I mean, it definitely feels.
You got a
that
bunch
long.
of kids. And
a bunch of kids, and now I have a reason to leave the house, though. So this is like quieter than my house.
I remember those days. You didn't mind a road trip or two. Southern with a jumper in the corner. That's an air ball by McWayne. She's had a tough night. And really known for going to the basket. Good offensive rebounder, but 0 for 4 from 3. Hawkeyes so far in the third quarter, 6 out of 10. 1 out of 10 now for Southern. Castro picks up foul number 4, and that will get Raven White off the bench and into the game. Molly Davis will trigger it in for the Hawkeyes. Just left of the hoop, gets it to McCabe, and then a wild pass inside. A little bit tardy on that one, tried to get it to O'Grady. By that time the Southern defense had reacted, and Southern quickly gets it down the court. And Morgan tried to make a move against a falter, and Sydney will be called for a hold. Ball possession for Southern, 57-18, 3:13 left to go third.
Got a really young floor right now.
Gonna get some experience here. Hawks have 2 players in double figures, Clark with 20, Senato with 10. Inside O'Grady, drops it off for a falter, goes up strong with the left hand in the paint, and a hold will be called on Metcalf. 2 free throws for Sydney, a falter. Tonight's game brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcome back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. First free throw good. Sydney with 3. Second one, got it. In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Visit midamericanenergy.com to learn more. 59-18, we're under 3 in the third. Hawks looking to go 24-0 in openers for head coach Lisa Bluder in her 24th year. Rebound O'Grady off the 3-point miss. Ahead to Davis. Lob pass underneath. Stokey catch, layup. Her first hoop in a Hawkeye uniform.
You could tell that first quarter she was a little nervous and a little frustrated at herself, so I'm glad that she could come back out and get that first basket under her belt.
Well, that's what these situations are all about. There's a 3-pointer from the right wing that goes for McWayne. Got one to go. 61-21. Hawks by 40. Here's McCabe, 3-pointer, no. Stokey, board, put back, left hand. Now she's going.
She has some up. So she got up
really quick.
Wow.
She has a quick first step. Gets in the air quickly. Cedar Rapids, Washington's all-time leading scorer. And that's saying something. Southern working the ball around the outer arc.
And Iowa's trying out a zone right now.
There's a baseline jumper rattling around, won't go for McWayne. Davis gets the ball down quickly for the Hawkeyes. A Fulter kicks it back to Davis. Free throw line extended left, gets into the paint. Scoop shot is up and gets it to go with the right hand.
That's the second time she kind of has that baby hook going on for her.
Not afraid to get into the paint. Molly Davis, all MAC performer. And here's a steal by Stokey. Almost had it taken away, but somehow gets it to Taylor McCabe, freshman from Nebraska. McCabe, bounce pass inside Stokey, power move right side, and she has 6. She can score in bunches too.
Yeah. And I like that Taylor McCabe right there could have taken the shot, but you could tell she's like, I'm going to get it into Stokey, and that's really great to already see that they're looking and making those decisions.
Quick timeout taken by Carlos Funches, head coach for the Lady Jags, 67-21. This was 87-67 last year, and really in the second half, it was about even. Iowa got off to a big lead, but off to a little bit of a slow start, 15-10 after 1, but really have pushed away from Southern since that point.
Right, it was kind of like getting on your bike after not riding it all winter. I use this analogy, but I don't ride a bike. But that's what I think it's probably like, is you haven't been on it all winter.
Well, you better try it.
And then you just are like, oh, is this how I'm supposed to ride a bike? Is this how it works? I don't know if that analogy works. I shouldn't have used one where I don't even ride the bike. But, so somebody who's climbing the charts in school history is McKenna Warnock. She is just a couple of three-pointers away from being tied for 15th. 2 players that currently have that spot are Tania Davis. Many people remember her. I think you and I do quite well.
You bet.
And then Johanna Salverson. You probably, maybe you remember her.
I do.
She's one of my besties.
Did TV games with that team.
Isn't she great? She was great. Joso, as I called her. I'm really great with nicknames, in case you were wondering. I have one for you, but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Out of the timeout, Southern basketball. 30 seconds left to go. Third quarter, 67-21. Fleming gets into the paint. Scoop shot is up and good with the left hand. Nice move, one-on-one by Chloe Fleming. Hawks can hold. Davis across the timeline. Fleming comes out on her. Addie O'Grady at the top of the key. To make that Sharon Goodman now into the game. Goodman gets it to Hannah Stokey. Tried to make a move down the left side. Had it knocked away, but off Hannah and out of bounds. Southern basketball with 2.8. Have to go the full length. Robertson gets it off to Fleming. Shot off the window, and that'll do it for 3 quarters of basketball. Before we take a break, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. All Hawkeyes in the opener, 67-23. U.S. Sailor, America's locally grown wireless company and official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Join the national network built by locals for locals. We'll head to the fourth, 67-23. Hawkeyes will go 1-0 for the 24th time under Coach Lisa Bluder. This is Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs, but what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
The road to a championship is long and full of peril, not to mention snow. best to drive a Honda. Athletic, all-wheel drive vehicles with nimble moves, power off the line, and gas mileage that's off the charts. Plus, every Honda comes standard with Honda sensing safety features because defense wins championships, and everybody loves the free safety. New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
$7,417. At Carver Hawkeye tonight. Launching the Hawkeyes with a 67-23 lead. Outscored Southern 24-8 in the third quarter. Southern with the basketball to start the fourth. The Hawkeyes 10 of 15 from the floor in the third. 8 to shoot. There's a 15-foot jumper by Williams. No good. Missed it from the elbow. Kate Martin the rebound to Clark. Now to Gabby Marshall, and Warnock trying to post underneath is bumped from behind. Harrison, her fourth. And she had 3 quickly in this game. Ball possession for the Hawks with the 5 starters back out there. Martin, Warnock, Senato, Clark, and Marshall. Bounce pass inside Senato, and hanging on her back is Harrison. That'll do it. That'll be 5 on Harrison, who picked up 5 fouls in less than 4 minutes of playing time.
Probably that'll happen.
Well, especially against good post players.
Yeah.
Trying to work hard on defense.
It makes, you know, she's not the starter, even though height-wise, she has a lot of height to offer the team, but that's probably a good reason why. Needs to work on defensive skills.
Yeah, not easy to guard. Senato. Here's Warnock on the right wing. Drives the baseline. Double pump off the window is good. McKenna Warnock with 5. 11 players have scored for the Hawkeyes.
Iowa's trying out a 2-3 zone right now, which is always great for them to be able to start working and practicing on.
Went to it several times last year, especially during that 10-day stretch where they're pretty deleted personnel-wise.
I think they like playing player-to-player. Like, ideally, they would do that all the time, but sometimes it's just not the right matchup, and you want to have something that you can use that's still strong.
Williams misfires from 12. Clark into Senato, goes up strong and took an extra step underneath.
A rare travel for Monica. You don't see very many travels coming from her.
69-23. 8:20 left to go in the ballgame. Iowa and Evansville on Thursday night. Plan to join us. There's a three-pointer deep in the right corner by Kiana Morgan. Plays the 4 spot, steps out and knocks down a three-pointer. Martin. Senato whips a pass to the right side. Caitlin Clark looks inside. Gets it to Monica. She's doubled. Now Warnock. Clark. Top of the key. Martin. Shot no good. Excellent ball movement by the Hawkeyes. Went from the right side to the left side to the top of the key. Southern with the rebound. Fleming. Out on the Tiger Hawk. Southern starting to run some set plays. Hawkeyes continue to get out in those passing lanes. Got a hand on the ball and touch last by Southern. It will be Iowa basketball. Sharon Goodman returns. Monica Senato, who averaged 21.2 last year, will sit down. Clark gets it to Marshall, trying to get it inside. The ball is kicked by Morgan.
And Senato with just 10 points today, but she's only touched the ball or shot it 4 times.
Clark with 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. See if she can get a triple-double. And shot by Marshall, top of the key, no. Warnock hustles after the rebound as does Raven White, and touched last by Warnock Southern basketball. When corn grows fuel, Iowans win. Ethanol is a renewable fuel that's better for our environment, our health, and our wallets. Share your winning moments using hashtag IowansWin. Plus, you'll be eligible for some fun, corny giveaways. Jamie's favorite.
Corn or corny things?
Both. I'm just guessing.
It's true. Yeah,
Wayne comes back in.
Clark is, one away from a double-double with 20 points and 9 rebounds.
And will sit down.
She's sitting down. She might come back out for just a little bit, but there's a good chance she'll be one away.
6:56. Left to go, 69-26. Here's White in the paint. Dribble drive to the hoop, and she's fouled. Raven White, 6'1" senior from Fort Lauderdale. Molly Davis, her second. 2 shots for Raven White.
Iowa's on a bit of a scoring drought here.
A lot of different combos, though, here in the fourth quarter.
I don't think that's really Coach Bluder's worry right now, is going on some runs, but
White's first free throw banks at home. First point tonight. Takes 3 dribbles off the right side of the iron. Warnock the rebound. She'll dribble it across the timeline. Gets it to Martin. Bounce pass to Sharon Goodman. Left-handed shot is no good from the left block. Made a good quick move. Southern the rebound. Quickly down court, but then has to pull it back as Iowa retreated defensively. 69-27. 6:30 to go. Fleming, left wing. Now trying to turn the corner is Williams. Acrobatic shot in the paint. And as she goes up, is fouled by Sharon Goodman. That'll be her first. A falter. And Hannah Stokey back into the game for the Hawkeyes. Martin and Warnock will sit down. And no starters on the floor for Iowa. Taylor Williams at the line.
But what great play for them right now, that they're getting a lot of minutes. They're being able to experience what these games are going to be like, and practice and see. This is going to be great game film for them to be able to watch, to build and get better by Thursday.
Missed both free throws. Did Williams has yet to score tonight. 69-27. 6:15 left to go. First of 3 games for the Hawkeyes this week. A falter for 3, left wing. Rolls around and falls out into the hands of Fleming. She can fly and gets it off in the corner. There's a 3-pointer by McWayne. That's her second hoop. Bob pass into Goodman, holds it high. Now to Stokey, lost control of it. Knocked into the backcourt. And that'll be over and back to Southern. Legions comes back for Southern. Had 5 points in the first 2 quarters. Nothing since. 69-29 Hawkeyes.
Yep, there are no double figures for any of Southern's players. Iowa has just 2 players in double figures. A lot of scoring, but a little bit more even.
Goodman gets on the ground, corrals the ball. Raven White went after it as well. And the possession arrow, it'll give it to Iowa. We'll set the lineup for you. Taylor McCabe, a falter. Goodman. Hannah Stokey. And Molly Davis. Davis gets it. Crosses the timeline. 5:30 left to go. Hannah Stokey drives down the right side, kicks it off in the corner, and there's a three for Taylor McCabe.
And her first basket, her first three as a Hawkeye. I don't see it being her last.
One of many. She can really shoot it. Known for her outstanding three-point shooting. 72-29, approaching 5 to go. Driving shot is up, blocked away. Fleming couldn't get it to the rim. Stokey whips a pass in the corner to Davis. Now McCabe, top of the key. Back to Davis. Stokey out on the wing. Free throw line extended right. Goes cross court to McCabe. Fires a jumper that goes. Whistle first.
But man, that looked nice. At least McCabe's shot looked good.
So they're going to count the basket.
Okay.
So that was on Sky Castro away from the shot. And that'll be her fifth. So she becomes the second player to foul out for the Lady Jags.
I'm going to give Southern a lot of credit right now. I think that they're still, I mean, they're playing hard still. They're still going after it. They're trying to get better themselves for this first game of the year, and which I think is great for Iowa, though. That's what you want to do, is play against someone who's going to play the whole time.
And that defense was very impressive, disruptive in that first quarter before Iowa got things in rhythm offensively. Iowa 75, Southern 29, 4:47 left to go in the ball game. We'll take a break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
(75-29), 4:47 left to go. Hawkeyes in command, and we'll start off with a big opening season victory. And Evansville. Purple Aces will be in town on Thursday. That's a 6:30. I like that much better. A 6:30 tip on Thursday. And then we'll head to Drake on Sunday afternoon. 2 o'clock at the Knapp Center. We'll be on the air at 1:45. So the in-state games coming pretty quickly this year.
They are. They're really, really quickly. And the fun part is I was just like, wow, we're just getting going on the NBC Roadshow here. You have Belmont, you have Drake, you have Evansville. I didn't look any further than that. That might be, UNI.
Northern Iowa on the 15th of December.
There you go. So hitting up 4 NBC schools.
Right. Belmont new to the Missouri Valley Conference, along with Murray State this year. Always take a trip to Nashville. Nothing wrong with that.
I don't think the NBC schools would mind that either.
Nope. Foul on Southern. That'll go against Aaliyah Fontenot. 2 on her. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes, up 75-29. So now everybody that has played has scored for Iowa. We have not seen A.J. Ediger yet. until now. She is in the game, and McCabe drills a three-pointer from the right wing. (78-29). Hawkeyes scored 87 against Southern last year. Inside to White, takes a couple of dribbles, goes up strong, and couldn't get it to go. Molly Davis, the rebound. Edgar into the game. Stokey gets free on the inside and goes up strong and finishes. 8 for Hannah Stokey, the true freshman from Cedar Rapids, Washington. 80. Hawkeyes hit 80-29. Hawks come out defensively, and there's a shot that is off the window by McWayne. Has hit a couple tonight. Wettering to Davis, playing catch on the left side. 3:30 left to go. Reverse to McCabe. Peers inside, then gets back to Wettering in between the circles. Feeds left side, Stokey. Drives baseline, kicks it to McCabe for 3, left wing, a little bit strong. Stokey goes after the rebound and knocks Taylor Williams to the floor. Hannah Stokey, the foul, but hustling after an offensive board.
And those are the best ones to get. Coach Bluder will never get mad at you for those unless it's like you were fouling and you really shouldn't have. But if you're just being aggressive and getting in there, that's what she wants. I should take it back. Unless you have 4 fouls, you shouldn't be doing that.
Not a good idea. Or one
no
early.
Hawkeyes are like that right now.
80-29. Nebraska Kearney scored 29 the entire game. That exhibition game. 108-29 Hawkeyes. And a drive-in layup is good by Legions. She has 7, her first basket since the second quarter. 80-31. 2:44 left to go. Hawkeyes swing it around the arc. Here's McCabe on the right wing. Stokey reverses it to Davis. Stokey posting, cross-court McCabe. 9 to shoot. Inside Edgar, back to Stokey for 3, off the right side of the rim, and an offensive foul on A.J. Edgar. It'll be ball possession for Southern. Six Power 5 games this year for Southern University out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Home Baton Rouge.
The SWAC conference. 10-foot jumper, no good, Legions. McCabe with the rebound. Racing down the court, will fire a 3 left wing, rimming no. Stokey rebound, put back, got it.
She kept that ball up. Nice pogo on the rebound.
And you talk about a quick jumper.
Yeah.
She doesn't come down and waste any time. She's right back up there. 10 for Hannah Stokey. And 18 in the exhibition victory. 82-31. 1:40 left to go. 3-pointer in the air, no good by Fontenot. Southern bench urging their team to keep it going. Iowa State on Thursday for Southern. And some miscommunication offensively. Nice save by Molly Davis. 5 to shoot, and she'll fire a deep 3-pointer and drill it just right at the top of the key. A deep 3. We won't say Caitlin Clark range, but a few feet back.
Yeah. She launched it, and she needed to, though. She knew where the shot clock was, and she needed to put it up.
Recognized. It was inside of 4 seconds. Davis with 7. We're under a minute. 85-31. Baseline jumper. There's a swish for McWayne. McWayne with 8. Here's Davis. Gets it into the corner. McCabe, jumper, no good. Rebound, Edgar goes up strong and will shoot 2. Good offensive rebound, fouled by Fontenot. Metcalf comes in. 2 shots for A.J. Ediger. And now the 12th player to score for the Hawkeyes.
I mean, a lot of even scoring. 3 players are going to end up in double figures. Senato, Clark, and Stokey.
This will be victory 464 for Lisa Bluder at Iowa. Now 23-0 in openers. Never lost an opener in 23 years. 820 overall victory-wise for Coach Bluder. 15-foot jump shot will not go at the buzzer for Morgan, and that'll do it. Hawkeyes win it on the opening night of college basketball. 87-34. Caitlin Clark with 20. Monica Senato with 10. And 12 players played and 12 players scored for the Hawkeyes. Is your small business ready for a big promotion? To support and celebrate small businesses, United Healthcare and Hawkeye Athletics are teaming up for the Spotlight on Small Business sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotions, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. United Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Stick around for the pregame show. We'll wrap up this Hawkeye victory at 87-34 over Southern University. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. They've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
The road to a championship is long and full of peril, not to mention snow. Best to drive a Honda. Athletic, all-wheel drive vehicles with nimble moves, power off the line, and gas mileage that's off the charts. Plus, every Honda comes standard with Honda sensing safety features because defense wins championships, and everybody loves the free safety. New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
Hawks win at 87-34. Start on the right side, the win column for 2022-23. shot it at 51.7 for the ball game, 30 of 58. Got off to a little bit of a slow start. Had a 5-point lead after one, 15-10, and then took off in the second quarter. Outscored Southern 28-5, 24-8 in the third, and then 20-11 in the fourth. Got a lot of substitutions in different combinations, and win it 87-34. Individually, Jamie, 2 players in double figures, Caitlin Clark with 20 and Monica Senato with 10, but nice that everybody had some success out there.
Well, and you're forgetting about the third one that just came up here in the end.
That's right. Stokey with 10, all
Stokey
in the
with 10.
third and fourth quarters.
They were. So 3 players for Iowa. 9 points being added from Taylor McCabe, all of those coming from three-point land, 7 from Davis, and then 6 from Marshall, and then a smattering of the other players with 5, 3, 4, 3, or 2 points. So, I mean, everybody that played today scored. So that is what you need to know here, people. A lot of points, 41 bench points. That's huge for Iowa. Rebounds, Iowa had 51 rebounds. Compare that to 22 for Southern U. So Iowa did a great job on the boards. They just, I mean, amazing. Led by Caitlin Clark with 9 rebounds, 8 rebounds coming from McKenna Warnock. Iowa had 18 assists as a team, 4 coming from Molly Davis, and 7 steals as a team, and a smattering of players with all having 1. For Southern, their leading scorer was McWayne with 8, and then 7 from Legions. They ended up with just 34 points, and their leading rebounder was Williams with 4 rebounds. They had multiple players foul out, so did have quite a few people that racked up some minutes towards the end, but Iowa, for the most part, I think the most minutes played was 24 minutes, and that was by McKenna Warnock. So Iowa definitely shared the minutes today. And
Warnock ended up with 8 rebounds as well. And shooting for Southern is 12 of 57, 21.1%. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well last year. And 6 out of 17 from 3, 4 out of 8 from the free throw line. Hawkeyes mentioned 30 of 58 from the floor, just under 52%, made 11 threes, shot 36 of them, just over 30%, and then 16 of 19 from the free throw line. We know that this team will always shoot well from the free throw line.
They take a lot of pride in that. You can tell they're frustrated on any type of miss that they have. I'm sure Clark's going to be pretty angry that she missed 2 today on 5:07, and you'll probably see her at their free throw. I mean, she might come out here in a few minutes just to start shooting up. Well, and then when she had a little collision back in the first quarter in the paint, and it was down for a little bit, that was kind of an uneasy feeling for a lot of the fans here, and I'm sure the coaches thought the same thing, but hopped up, limped a little bit to the sideline, went and got checked out, and then the great thing was she came back into the game within 5 minutes. She did. It was a little scary. It's always scary when they go straight to the locker room. You're like, I don't like this. But probably precautionary, and she seemed to come out, and she played really well in that second quarter. So yeah, really ignited things, I thought, with the 3-pointers, the back-to-back threes to start the second quarter. The interesting thing in the first quarter, even though things weren't going right, I don't feel like maybe last year when things weren't going right, you would see a lot more, I think, people getting anxious, right? And that's not really what you saw there. You just saw them like, things are not going like, but they will. Like, I felt like there was a different vibe even in that first quarter that it was first quarter. That is the only. This is an experience team. It is. They have been through just about everything you can go through. And I mean, Southern came out and they went at them hard, and that's what Iowa needed, though. They needed someone to come at them and go. That's the whole point. Is you want to keep getting better in each game, and so people need to find those weaknesses on your team. Yeah, physical play, got out on the perimeter, and contact, and we're going to play physical, and they did. And Hawkeyes settled in, felt like it bothered them for maybe 10 minutes, just couldn't get any rhythm, and then once that happened, good to go, and cruised home to victory 87-34. Well, Jamie, we'll head to the locker room, and we'll have more on the postgame show after Iowa's opening victory against Southern,
87-34. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The road to a championship is long and full of peril, not to mention snow. Best to drive a Honda. Athletic, all-wheel drive vehicles with nimble moves, power off the line, and gas mileage that's off the charts. Plus, every Honda comes standard with Honda sensing safety features because defense wins championships, and everybody loves the free safety. New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I thank you.
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Hawks all over Southern tonight. Who opened the season 87-34. Raina Harmon joins us courtside here to discuss tonight's victory. Always fun to talk about a victory. And that first quarter, I mean, as we were just discussing during the break, Southern came out defensively, and we're going to play physical, really get out on the perimeter and make you earn everything, and we're disruptive there at the beginning.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They came out a little bit more physical than we recall from last year. I mean, they were giving Caitlin pretty much all she could handle and sagging off of a lot of people. And, you know, when she would make that pitch, we were struggling from the three-point line early, so we found ourselves in some trouble. They were really clogging up the paint, so you look at even, I mean, Hannah, she comes off the bench. She has offensive foul. Molly comes off. She has an offensive foul because we're just trying to make that pitch with the, you know, jump passes and things like that. But, you know, the Hawks will get that offense rolling eventually.
Yep, no doubt about it. And Caitlin Clark, when she left the game for a couple of minutes, got back in there and nailed those 2 3-pointers. That just seemed to kind of set everybody at ease.
Yeah, I think for her, you know, she's always going to get different looks. And so not really sure what to expect coming out, you know. And then when she did know, and the team, you know, they saw how she was going to be played, she came down, toed right up, you know, toed up for the next one.
We've seen that before, right?
Just open up the rest of it after that.
And it's always nice, too, and you go back to the exhibition game as well. Everybody that got into the scoring column, which is nice to see, but some extended minutes as you try to really build the depth.
Yeah, I think one thing about this team this year is that we're really deep. I mean, in practice, like, we're like, God, like, who's 6, 7, 8? You know, right. I mean, that changes every day. I mean, Coach Jay, she has her hands full with the post and trying to figure out those rotations there. You look at Sita Falter, Shatia's coming in, giving us good minutes, and I think you know, Hannah, who's slowly becoming a fan favorite, she gets it done. Of course, she got in trouble with those 2 fouls early, but she came in and almost had a double-double in the second half.
Yeah, boy, she's really good around the basket, too. Quick jumper, good first step, and seems to really get comfortable in there.
Yeah, she's hard to defend, and I think, one, she can hit the 3 from the outside, but, I mean, you look at her posted up, and she's really comfortable down there. And like you said, offensively, she'll go get the rebound, you know, and put it up with ease. And so, you know, we love having a player that's versatile like that on the floor. Also, the addition addition of Molly Davis, who's able to penetrate a little bit for some of the finishes that she had around the basket. Then there at the end, I think she's trying to challenge Caitlin for some logo shots. So that was fun to see. But I think, you know, our team, the culture is really good. They're really competing. They know what we have to do. And offensively, we're looking to share the ball, not have so many turnovers. But I think, you know, defensively, you know, and so although we didn't really get our offense going in the first quarter, we only held them to 10 points.
Yeah, defensively, too, changed things up and got some work on that 2-3 zone, too.
Yeah, we know that we're going to have to play the zone in the future. And so just to be able to give this team a different look and work on different angles, defending the ball screens and getting out in the corners, I think was really good. I thought we talked well and allowing that second unit for the most part to play that defense and have to maneuver going from man-to-man back in the zone. I thought they handled that pretty well.
Going back to Molly Davis, she just looks like a veteran.
Yeah.
She has played Division I basketball for a while, even though her first year here.
Yeah, I think she came in and it was a smooth transition for her. I mean, Molly is a high IQ point guard, and she doesn't let anything rush her. It's funny because sometimes in practice we'll be 3-2, and she's just smooth out there. She doesn't look rushed. She doesn't get rattled. Also, it just allows Caitlin to kind of take a breath a little bit and not always have to have the ball in her hands in the last second. But like you said, I mean, Molly has logged a lot of minutes, and so to be able to bring that experience and plug her in right away is going to pay off dividends for us in the future.
And I'm sure you've seen all the practices were very competitive, you know, as you mentioned, fighting for those minutes, because when you get into tight games and, as you said, you know, who's 6, who's 7, who's 8, who's the hot hand on a particular night, that's not easy sometimes.
No, it's not easy. And the good thing about this team is while it's difficult for our coaches, you know, for us to have to figure that out, our team doesn't care. You know, they want to do whatever it takes in practice to push each other and to win. If that means you're going in at 6, fine. That means you're going in at 12, that's also fine. But, you know, they know that they go in and day out and they get it done in practice so that they're ready when the numbers call.
Just keep working.
That's right.
Each and every day, right? Well, you jump into it for this is a full week, huh?
Oh, man.
3 games in a week?
Here we go. Yeah, we're going to get right back after it on Thursday, which will be fun.
Yeah, home against Evansville, and then the in-state games right around the corner, too.
Yeah, that's always fun. And especially, I mean, we didn't have a chance to get after it with them last year,
Right.
familiar foe, so it'll be fun taking our talents over to Des Moines.
All right, Raina, great to see you. And, well, this could be a lot of fun this year.
It is. Thanks, everybody, for staying up with the Hawks tonight.
Oh, yeah. We don't care what time we play.
That's right.
Huh?
Go
10
Hawks.
o'clock, 11 o'clock, doesn't make any difference. Raina Harmon, 6th year already, huh? Wow. That's good news. Good news. Raina Harmon, 6th year, assistant coach for the Hawkeyes. Always appreciate her comments here on the postgame show. We'll be back with more, including comments from head coach Lisa Bluder from the locker room. And also check in on our plays of the night as well. Stay with us after the Hawkeyes' 87-34 victory over Southern. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
One big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome back courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena. Iowa over Southern, 87-34. Evansville here at CHA on Thursday night. Let's head to the Iowa locker room. And Jamie caught up with head coach Lisa Bluder and also has Hannah Stokey, who had 10 points off the Hawkeye bench.
Thanks, Rob. First game of the season, first win of the season. How are you guys feeling?
Well, it wasn't the cleanest game or the prettiest game to watch, but at the same time, a win is win. You know, I was happy with a lot of things out there, but, you know, turnovers was too many. We shot the ball really well, especially from two-point range. We shot, if I take the threes out, we were 86% from two-point range, which is remarkable.
So your bench really produced today, which they had a lot of minutes. You shared minutes quite well today, but 41 points from the bench. Who do you want to highlight that came off the bench today?
Well, I mean, I think everybody enjoyed watching Molly Davis out there. You know, she shot the ball well. She led us with 4 assists tonight. I think everybody sees how she's going to really help us with that. Hannah Stolke, I think everybody enjoys watching her play. She was 5 for 7 from the field. 10 points in her first debut, shot 71%, so that's nice. And I think Taylor McCabe, when you have somebody that can shoot the three like that, she was 3 for 8, which is 56%. That's wrong. I don't have my, 56 is the effective field goal percentage, meaning the three gets more points than the two. So she shot the ball very well, and I thought those guys played really well.
So the first quarter wasn't exactly the way you probably wanted to start it, but your team stuck with it and came out, and I think Caitlin Clark came out and scored 9 points to start the second quarter. How did your team, what did you guys talk about during that first quarter to get into the second quarter?
You know, the first quarter was just, I think we were a little surprised at how physical they were, and just what they were, you know, how they were playing. Caitlin was, you know, almost awful. But, you know, Caitlin's got to learn to keep her composure in those situations, because people will try to do that. They'll just try to beat her up, and you just hope the officials are going to call it, and that won't happen over and over and over again. But I think their physical nature kind of forced us into too many turnovers in that first half, and obviously we only have a 5-point lead, and for us to only score 15 in the first half is, you know, not our style. But we turned around the second half and second quarter and won 28-5, so I can't complain about that.
And we got a couple more games coming up here. Wow, right? You start off with a bang here. We have Evansville coming up here on Thursday.
Right.
And then on Sunday you have Drake, because we're playing all those MVC schools this year, right?
Yeah,
and then you got Belmont in a little bit after that.
I know. They just a newcomer to the Missouri Valley Conference is Belmont. So, yeah, we are playing a lot of Missouri Valley schools. But, you know, Drake is going to be interesting, because I've heard the Knapp Center's almost sold out, if it's not sold out. And, you know, playing there is not easy, and it's our first road test of the year. So that's going to be good. But, you know, Evansville's first on Thursday. We're going to have a better start time with 6:30. So hopefully we'll have a really good crowd in Carver Hawkeye Arena.
It's kind of late, but I think it'll be great. 6:30 will be fabulous.
Yep.
Anything for those Hawk fans that listened and stuck through?
Yeah, I mean, those of you that, you know, stayed up and listened on the radio or watched on Big Ten Plus, or were here in Carver Hawkeye Arena at 10:30 at night, man, we appreciate you. It's the best fans in the country.
All right, thanks, Coach, and we will see you on Thursday. And now here with Hannah Stolke. All right, Hannah, great game today. 10 points, got in there for those boards. Tell me how it feels to be a Hawkeye.
It's kind of surreal. I've wanted to be a Hawkeye since I was a little girl, so it's really cool being out there with such amazing players and amazing coaches.
And just your first game here, and you're able to put those basketball into the hoop. How are you feeling right now?
I don't know. I'm not going to be going to sleep tonight. I know that for sure. It was just amazing getting out there with all the girls. We know how to share the ball, and we play really fun basketball, so it was really fun.
What's it like with Coach Jay? I had Coach Jay as a coach. You get to see her as your post coach. And sometimes Coach Bluder comes over there, right? What are you learning from Coach Jensen right now? Do you think that's going to help you during your first year?
Coach Jay has taught me a lot about the post. I work more with Coach Reyna right now.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Drives and stuff, so yeah.
So you're working on your drives right now?
Yes.
All right.
I like both.
I mean, you got a fast first step.
Thank you.
What are you we're looking forward to this year?
I'm looking forward to just being a part of something really big. I think we have a really special team this year, and we're going to go as far as we can. So.
All right, and anything for those Hawk fans who are listening on their drive home tonight?
We love you guys, and go Hawks.
All right, thanks, Hannah.
Jamie, thank you very much. And that shows you the versatility of a player like Hannah Stokey, who can play inside and obviously get out on the perimeter as well. We'll be back and listen in on some of tonight's top plays after Iowa defeats Southern 87-34. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
We all love a good win, catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
87-34, Hawkeyes over the Lady Jags of Southern. Caitlin Clark with 20, Monica Senato with 10, and Hannah Stokey, 10 points and 6 boards in 14-27. And Lisa Bluder improves to 23-0 in regular season openers. It's time now for our plays of the game. Monica smiling with Kate Martin. They both were there. And Clark will fire another three.
Right.
Swish from the top of the key.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
There's McKenna Warnock with a three-pointer from the left wing. That's what we like to see. Deep in the corner. Gabby Marshall holds the ball high. Bounce pass to Senato. Back outside Kate Martin for three. Count that. And she continues to fire. As does O'Grady, top of the key, three-pointer, count it. McCabe misfires from three. She's an outstanding shooter. Nice weak side rebound by Wettering. Bounce pass into Sharon Goodman, turns, lays it up, count it, and she's fouled. Legion's off the bench with 5.
And
the Hawkeyes right back, and Wettering drops a three-pointer. On a pass from the left to the right side, gets it to Senato, back to Kate on a give and go, and a layup with the right hand. Beautifully executed play. Three-point miss, ahead to Davis. Lob pass underneath, Stokey, catch, layup, her first hoop in a Hawkeye uniform. 5:30 left to go. Anna Stokey drives down the right side, kicks it off in the corner, and there's a three for Taylor McCabe.
And her first.
Nice save by Molly Davis. 5 to shoot, and she'll fire a deep three-pointer and drill it just right at the top of the key. A deep three. We won't say Caitlin Clark range, but a few feet back.
Yeah.
And the Hawkeyes made 11 three-pointers out of 36 attempts. Hawkeyes had that big second quarter that we've talked about, outscoring the Jags 28-5. The bench scored 41 points. Iowa's largest lead was 54, and the rebounding was very good, as won that battle did the Hawkeyes at 51-22. And we heard Addie O'Grady's first career three-pointer. When will the next one happen? That's really the key thing. 0 for 4 last year, 1 for 1 so far this year.
Good way to start.
A really good way to start. And the Hawkeyes got things going tonight and are now 1-0. And a couple days from now on Thursday night, it is the number 4 Iowa Hawkeyes in Evansville here from Carver Hawkeye Arena. 6:30 the tip. We will be on the air at 6:15 along the Hawkeye Radio Network. Join us at that point in time. Also on the Varsity app, which is free. You can listen on your phone, and then also on the Iowa Hawkeyes YouTube channel. So we appreciate everyone tuned in tonight, and we will talk to you on Thursday. The final score once again, Iowa 87, Southern 34. For Jamie K.B. Lang, I'm Rob Brooks. Good night from Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Hawkeye Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Authentic Brand. Unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. Bud Light, it's for the fans. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Hy-Vee. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit IALottery.com for details. United Healthcare. Proud sponsors of Small Business Spotlight. Sign up your small business at HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. And by U.S. Bank. Proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.